Hello and welcome to Multiplicity Crafts. Today we are working on a DIY keychain and we're going to begin by picking out the beads that we want. And these are mostly seed beads. Those are the really small beads. I do use a few of these, but I also use some medium-sized beads on the keychain as well. You will also need some tools. You will need some round-nosed jewelry pliers, as well as a secondary set of pliers, not cutting pliers like I have shown. You can use a secondary set of round nose pliers. Also, you need a key ring, beads, and findings. And I usually like to put everything in a little dish. This is actually meant to put paint in, but I find that it holds the beads really well and they don't roll around on the table. This that I'm using is a zipper pull, and you just want to take the metal finding that comes with it out. And then you will also need some jump rings. What you will do is separate one of the jump rings, and you do so with 2 pair of pliers. Like I said, you can use the round nose and a secondary set of round nose. I only had one set, so I used my crimping pliers on one side and the round nose on the other. And when you separate this, you don't want to pull apart. Rather, you want to pull one side towards you like this. So you see, you don't pull it apart, you actually pull one part forward, and that way when you go to put it back in place, it won't be sprung out of place where it has a big gap in it. And then you just put the second jump ring on and your leather zipper pull finding and close it by bringing it back together. You don't want to squeeze it back together, you just go opposite of the way you did when you were pulling it apart. And this finding that I have here is actually an earring finding you can get at the craft store. And I just have that second jump ring separated where I can put it through one of the loops, again closing it back. And that will dangle from the middle section. And then on the other sections, I decided that it needed something, so I have a jump ring separated and a seed bead. It's just a little black seed bead. I strung it onto the jump ring, and then I put it on one of the loops. And closed it. Notice again, I'm not squeezing it closed, I'm just going opposite of the way I went when I opened it, and that way it doesn't leave a gap in your jump ring. I went ahead and continued this step for all of the little loops on the bottom of the earring finding, and it looked like this. I also put one there in the center up at the top. Then I added a head pin with a loop on one end, and you can find these at the craft store in the jewelry section. Basically, it's just a metal stem and it has a ring on one side. You can get them where it has it on both sides as well. Then I just finished off with my beads and I secured it onto the ring. It was very simple, quick, and easy. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I would love to see if you make your own keyring. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.